Right, welcome back folks. We're back in the Vauxhall Vivaro day van and we've actually got something a little bit special here. We've actually got ourselves an Aobosi 45 litre 12 volt fridge for the van. So as you know, I've built this van myself. I've got a space in the units down there for a fridge. So I've been using my cool box, but so Aobosi reached out to me saying they'd like to send out one of these fridges. Would I like to try it in the van? And it's something I've been looking at, and I've done a lot of reviews online, and these seem to be coming up one of the top ones to get your hands on basically. So this one's finished in black. It's a 45 litre fridge freezer, 12 volts. I've just undone the top of the box, so we'll be able to lift this out. It's still all strapped up at the minute. I haven't took it out of the box yet, so we're all going to be looking for the first time together. So we're going to be wiring up into the fuse box of the van. Being the 12 volt system, these are ideal for if you're going out camping. You can use them in your caravans, your motorhomes, your day vans, even trailers that run in a 12 volt system, whatever you got really. Or you can convert them to run on the transformer as well. But I'm going to hardwire it into my fuse box. So I'm really looking forward to getting this installed and having a fridge in the van, because it would be really handy to have that in there. Because I say once I'm at work, I can keep my lunch and all that in the fridge, keeping it cool. Because in the summer months, I have ice packs in my lunchbox, and it does struggle to keep them cool. Even though I have the curtain strap and everything in the van, this is just going to be a game changer. So let's get this unpacked and see what it's all about. So it is well packaged. It's all strapped up. And I will leave a link down below for this Aobosi fridge. I say I've done some research online, and it does have some really good reviews on this one. So I will do a catch-up video a few months down the line, just to let you know how we have got on, because obviously this is just going to be like a fresh video install and soon get it down to temperature and all that. So once I've got it all installed and all that, we probably will leave it for a bit, and then we'll come back and see it getting down to temperature. Apparently it does have a fast cooling as well on this. I say it's very well packaged, and it is a compressor fridge as well. And again, this is one of the really quieter ones on the market, 45 decibels, which is barely nothing. You won't hear this, so it ain't going to disturb you when you're trying to sleep in your vehicle with that motor running. And it's only going to run when it's trying to bring the temperature back down when it arises anyway. So yeah, let's get it out. It's all very well packaged, as I say. It's even got scratch protection on the fridge itself all the way around by the look of it. So we're going to lift this out and have a look. Right then, so just bringing you in now. I've just lifted it out of the box. As you can see, we've got our small unit here. We've got our power cable there. So you've just got your positive and negative there. It's actually fused as well. There's a little note on there that says this product can only be connected to a 12 or 24 volt DC supply. I've actually had this for about 2 weeks and it has been kept up the right way. So we'll get it plugged in, and we'll let it come down to temperature, and we'll go from there. But it's really light, this as well, so which is another good thing, because you don't want to be putting loads of heavy stuff in your vans, because you've got to think of your weight as well. So but as you see, look, it's no weight to this at all. So all this, don't worry about that, it's not marks or nothing. This is just a protective film all the way around, top, bottom, sides and everywhere. And to open the door, as you can see, it says open there. It is a bit dark in here, I'm afraid. So it is a bit darker, you have to bear with me. And I will pull this off once it's fully fitted, but we'll leave it on until then. This handle along the whole top actually raises up there. So you can actually switch the door from opening this way to this way. As you see at the minute, it opens that way. And it is a really nice, good size. And a little freezer tray there. You can get your packs of meat in there, sausages or bacon or mince, whatever you have. It's got its LED light in there, which is LED. You can see the little LEDs. It has trays up here where you can change the level, and you've got also a little vegetable compartment down there, and alongside your door bit where you can stick your your bottle of milk or a few tins or whatever you have in there. So I think I will be changing the door handle, the door to open this way, as when I've put it in that unit there, at the minute the door will open, so the door will open like that. But when we're sitting on the chair behind us here, it would be nice if we can open it so this door will back up to the back of the front seats there. So that's just one thing I'm going to probably do before we do fully install that, because I think it'll just be a lot easier to have the door opening to the back of the seats rather than into the middle of the van. So just gives us more space and everything there. So I'm going to have a look at that now, how we do that. And I haven't come across a manual yet, so hopefully that's still in the box actually. I thought that might have been inside the fridge. So I'm just going to have a quick look in the box. I didn't see it, but we'll have a look and we'll get that door switched over. Right guys, I'll quickly bring you back in. I've been looking for this manual everywhere. I've had the box emptied again. I've had another look in the fridge and it's actually right at the back there. Look, it did just from here, it blended in with the back of the fridge. So just bear that in mind. You probably have got one. It's slid off the shelf, gone down the back there. So I'm going to get that out now, have a look, see how simple it is to change this door over. It should be pretty simple. It'll probably have a screw at the bottom, I would have thought. But let's have a look and get that changed over. Right folks, so I've done a little bit of research. Apparently there's 3 screws here that you undo. And then the door should pull down, I believe. You take this foot out as well. We'll take this one out first. And I've not tipped the fridge right back, so it should still be alright to be plugged in after this. You didn't really want to lay it on. If you do lay a fridge down, always lay it on its back anyway, but we'll try and keep this one up as right as we can. So there's 2 screws on this little plastic foot here. So we'll get them out. Just put that back in there so we don't lose them. There's a bit of thread in that plastic, so pop that there. And again, 3 screws on this side. And that should drop down then, which it does. Lovely. Just drop that there for a minute. Unscrew this little pin here. We'll put that to the other side. In the same hole, but the opposite side. That just pops out, just pulls out, goes straight in that side. Latch that up into the pin. There we go, that's up. Door's closed. Then you need to get a flathead screwdriver in that flat there, just to undo this pin, because it needs switching from this side to this side. So pretty straightforward, just flip it over. Nip that up. And then you push that in there like that. And then you put your 3 screws back in. Right then folks, so that's done now. That was really simple, that. 5 screws and it's done. So it now opens that way, how I want it to open. So next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire it up into the fuse box. I'm not going to show you that because I don't want people copying me doing how the electrics should be done. If you're not sure or confident how to do your electrics, please get yourself an electrician or someone that knows what they are doing. I'm just going to quickly wire this into the fuse box now, and then we'll come back for the first startup. See you in a minute. Right then folks, it's all wired in. That was straightforward. It literally took 5 minutes, if that. I've run the cable in the back of my unit and it's all connected into my fuse board now, so it is fused up, and it fired up straight away, and it's coming down to temperature. I've had it running for about 15 minutes now and it is coming down to temperature pretty quick. We'll have a quick look inside it now, and there's not really much more to tell you. It's a fridge at the end of the day. You plug it in, you get your temperature set and it does its own thing. So let's have a look inside it. Right then, so as you can see, It fits in this gap perfectly. I did measure up before I did take delivery of it, and it fits in absolutely spot on. It's on rubber feet as well, so it doesn't slide. It's fits really well in there, and there's no movement. And obviously when you get a bit of food in there, it'll weight it down as well. As you can see, it's got a LED screen up here. It's currently at -12 at the minute in the freezer department and 11 degrees in the fridge department. It is actually set to -17 to the freezer to come down to, and 3 degrees to the fridge. So it is doing its thing now, coming along there nicely. You've got your up and down temperature buttons there, plus and minus. You've got your LED screen there. You've got a settings button there. And then you've also got your power button there as well. So if you hold your power button on for 3 seconds, so 1, 2, 3, that puts it into night mode. It takes that big display away and just leaves you with a little illumination there, just to let you know the indicator that the fridge is still running. So take it back out of there, hold the power button down again, and your screen will come back. And that's just a little feature there, so you haven't got a bright light at night time in your van. Although I don't think it would affect me like that anyway, but you never know. So you have got the option to put it into night mode, and as you can see it here, the fridge is actually running now. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I can barely hear it. There's a little hum there, but that wouldn't put me off. I'd still be able to sleep through that. So as you know now, I've swapped the door around. I've still got this bit of plastic to pull off of there as well. So the door opens this way now, so it doesn't open into the van. And as you can see, I've just got my bottle of water in there at the minute, just to show you that you can get stuff like that in bottles of milk, and it does shut no problem. And it does get a nice little click there, so you know that the door's shut and it's not going to swing open, because it has on the top here a little latch that clicks in. So if you turn in corners, you ain't got to worry about that door opening. So you've got your 2 shelves here, and it has a little slider in here. So if you've only got 1 bottle, and to stop it sliding about, you can actually you just push this little slider up there, so that stops that bottle from sliding there, or vice versa. And again, it has one on the bottom there, so if you have your bottle of milk in there, just push that up to it, and that'll stop any sliding around while you're driving. You've got your LED light there. You've got your bottom drawer here, which is like a salad vegetable drawer. You've got a shelf there that has a front on it to stop stuff falling out, so you can just slide that out. And again, you've got another plastic shelf just there. Coming up to the freezer, that is actually really cold in there actually. That's -13 there, and that is come down really quick. I say it's only been running about 15 minutes. So I'm really happy with this little fridge. I'm going to close the door now, just so we can get the temperature down. We'll pull this bit off as well while we're here. Look, we'll get rid of that. I just need to go around the edges and pull these bits out of there. I'll do that in a minute. It's not time for that now. Also, you get a good in-depth manual here. I say it's a fridge at the end of the day. There's not a lot of stuff you do need to know. It's in plenty of different languages. One thing that it's worth keeping the manual for, in case you do get any trouble codes, there's a little section here to tell you what you should do and what these codes mean. So it's very rarely a fridge goes wrong, unless you leave the door open. You might get the odd bleep on that, but yeah, there is a drain plug at the back as well. So whenever you do turn it off, just remember to pull that plug out to drain any water that's left in the system. And as for anything, if you do leave it off for a period of time, just remember you leave the door ajar as well. There is a little catch for that as well. And also, let's have a quick look at the app. I've downloaded the app, and it is really straightforward. In the book, there's a QR code you scan, and it takes you to the app. And I'll just look for the app now. It's called Car Fridge. It told me start searching, so I pushed the start search button. It found the fridge straight away, and this is the app now. So it's telling you what we're running, what the target temperature is there, which is 3 degrees. You can change it on the app there, and there is 3, I don't know if the light's picking this up very well. There is 3 different power modes. You've got low, medium, high. I've just got it on low because it's a bit grey out there, and we're running it on the solar at the minute, obviously, off the battery. You can see the temperature of the freezer is working its way down to 17. It's actually at 15 at the minute, and the fridge is at 10, and it's working its way down to 3 degrees now. So you can lock the fridge so no one can touch any settings on it. You can change it to Celsius or Fahrenheit, and you can unpair it there, and you can also turn the fridge on and off from this button here. So it's really basic, really straightforward at that. I can't really tell you much more. It's a fridge. It's doing as it says on the tin. It is really quiet. I can't even hear it over myself talking. And I'm really happy with that, yeah. Easy to change the front door around. I'm going to leave it down to temperature, get it down to temperature now. There is a link down below for the Aobosi fridge. Check it out. It's an Amazon link, and I will also leave the link to their website as well. There might be a little discount code down below as well, so check that out as well. This is going to be a great addition to the fridge for me, because obviously we do go out in the van in days where we go down the seaside and all that, and so we do a bit of cooking. It just means I haven't got to keep humping the cool box out the fridge into the van now. We'll have this already built in the space, perfect, and it's going to come in ideal as well for work, as I said earlier, so I can keep my lunch in there without any issues. Always have a cold drink at work now. And they do different sizes as well. I say this is the 45 litre one with the fridge freezer 12 volt. So if you've got any questions, leave them down below and I'll answer them to the best I can. And we're going to leave it here for this little one. And until next time, we'll see you about.